Morning, fourth grade, Mr. Shea here. It is Tuesday, day 2. I'd like to review with you what we'll be doing during our math intervention. So I am in our Google Classroom under Math Intervention, weeks 15 and 16. You'll notice there are several different things for you to do in here. I'm going to click on the Math Intervention, weeks 15 and 16 slide. This is our daily slide that tells us what groups we're in, as well as our objectives and directions. So we just began dividing numbers with and without remainders, long division, and we're going to continue doing that, as well as practicing our fact fluency and those skills in our numbers and operations in base 10. So here you have our objectives, which I just reviewed with you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to complete the arrays and making group slide in Google Classroom. Now that is in a link down here, or in here, excuse me. But if we go, let me see here. If I click on the arrays here, it'll take me right to it. Okay. This is the slide that I'm referring to, I'm looking at right here on arrays. But if we go back out into our Google Classroom, you will see the arrays and groups, understanding division. So there's several things you're going to do during this activity. And again, we're just reinforcing, we're practicing skills, things that you do when you divide. So there are 12 pieces that are divided into 3 groups. You're going to split the 12 pieces into the 3 groups. And then you're going to complete where you see the question mark, the number sentence or word sentence. There are blank pieces in each group. So you're going to move these symbols, visuals, up into the block. You're going to split them up and share right, because that's what division is. And then you're going to go ahead and write the number of pieces that are in each group. And then you're going to take 12 divided by 3, and that equals what? And again, you're using your fact families for this, right? Think of it as a multiplication problem. 12 times what equals, or 3 times what equals 12? 12 divided by 3 equals what? So there's several things that you're going to be doing there. One, you're going to be taking these pieces and you're going to split them up equally into the 3 groups. Next, you're going to complete the number sentence and the word sentence. I would like for you to complete the first 2 slides. All right, that is a total of 4 problems. You're not going to submit this when you are done. I'd like you to just complete the first 2 slides. So when you're finished with that, you're going to go back right out into your fact fluency. I'd like you to do 5 minutes of the freckle fact practice. And then I'd like you to get right into your numbers and operations and complete 2 of the freckle lessons. And again, Mr. Shea did not put that in here. All right, I'd like you to complete 2 of the slides in our Google Classroom. Complete the arrays and making groups. Slides, I'll put that in there right now. 2 and 3 in Google Classroom. Do not submit your Google slide when you're finished. We'll continue to work on this during the course of the week. Now, I do have in here other resources. Graphic organizers. Mr. Shea also has some videos of his own that he made on long division concepts. So if we go through our slideshow here, you'll notice you can click and watch a video on some of the different vocabulary in division, quotients, divisors, dividends, as well as remainders. Mr. Shea has a video here using our Does Magnificent Cease Cook Bacon checklist when we're doing long division. Mr. Shea also has some practice videos, or some videos on dividing with and without remainders, excuse me. So that's what we will be doing during our math intervention. Just want to give you a heads up, in our regular classes, we're going to continue working on long division. We're going to use the standard algorithm, but you may be exposed to, in Mr. Cease's class, the box method practice, which is where you actually don't bring down the number that is left over after subtracting, but you bring it up, just like when we regroup when we subtract or add. So have a great Tuesday. And like I said, during our reading intervention, I will be having individual Google Meets, as well as some small Google meetings as well, if possible. Have a great Tuesday.